Welcome to Global Hub Updates. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The world was stunned as headlines blared. Newsrooms from New York to Tokyo, from London to Sydney, scrambled to make sense of the unthinkable. In every language, on every screen, the same story dominated. A seismic shift in global affairs was unfolding before our eyes. Beijing and Taipei announced historic peace framework. The words echoed across continents, repeated by anchors with disbelief and cautious optimism. For many, it felt like history itself was being rewritten in real time. For decades, the Taiwan Strait was the planet's most dangerous flashpoint, an ever-present threat of war, a line drawn in the water that divided East and West. Now, suddenly, peace was on the table, and the world struggled to process what that truly meant. Markets surged in response, with investors celebrating the promise of stability. Defense stocks plummeted overnight, while social media exploded with disbelief, hope, and 1,000 questions. The digital world buzzed with speculation and memes as people tried to grasp the enormity of the moment. In Taipei, crowds poured into the streets, waving flags and singing, their faces a mix of joy, relief, and uncertainty. Some embraced, others wept, and many simply stared at the screens, trying to imagine what the future might hold. In Beijing, state media declared a new era, with anchors celebrating a diplomatic triumph. Citizens gathered in public squares, watching the news unfold, some cheering, others quietly absorbing the magnitude of the announcement. Why now? After 75 years of tension, threats, and near misses, generations had grown up knowing only division and distrust. The sudden shift left many wondering what had changed behind closed doors. The U.S. scrambled to understand the implications, as its entire Pacific strategy was built around the threat of conflict here. In Washington, urgent meetings were called, and analysts pored over every detail, searching for clues and hidden motives. Diplomats and citizens alike were left reeling, forced to reconsider everything they thought they knew about the region, about alliances, and about the future of global power. Was this a genuine breakthrough, a long-awaited chance for peace, or a strategic gambit with hidden costs? Experts debated furiously, each theory more dramatic than the last. The world watched, breath held, as the impossible became reality. From Paris to Johannesburg, from Rio to Mumbai, people gathered in city squares, united by a single question. The urgent question: what comes next? As the clock ticked forward, the world waited, knowing that whatever happened now would shape the course of history for generations to come. To grasp the shock, we must revisit history. Since 1949, China and Taiwan have been locked in a bitter standoff, each claiming to be the true China. Taiwan evolved into a vibrant democracy, while Beijing never abandoned its goal of unification, backed by military might. The U.S. walked a tightrope, supporting Taiwan's defense without provoking war. This fragile status quo endured for decades, even as China's power grew. Generations of leaders failed to find common ground. The idea of a peaceful settlement seemed unthinkable. Until now, today's announcement shatters decades of deadlock. It challenges every assumption about the region's future. The world is stunned because history taught us this day would never come. Now, everything is up for reconsideration. The Orchid Blossom Initiative is the heart of this agreement, a 50-year roadmap, not a final solution. Its core, a sovereignty freeze. Beijing won't push for unification. Taipei won't declare independence. Economic integration is key. A common market, joint ventures in tech, and new infrastructure linking the two sides. Cultural exchange will expand, with millions traveling and students studying across the strait. A joint heritage foundation and massive student scholarships aim to build mutual understanding. Most surprising, military cooperation. China will dismantle missile batteries. Taiwan will lower defense readiness. A direct hotline and joint humanitarian missions are planned. The goal: transform confrontation into collaboration. It's ambitious, unprecedented, and the world is watching. Why would Beijing pivot to peace now? China faces economic slowdown, youth unemployment, and a looming demographic crisis. War over Taiwan would risk disaster at home and abroad. Internationally, the U.S. and its allies have formed a strong coalition, making military action riskier than ever. Sanctions and global isolation would cripple China's ambitions. The Orchid Blossom Initiative offers a strategic off-ramp: stability, economic integration, and a chance to claim a historic victory. It buys China 50 years to address its challenges and deepen ties with Taiwan. The plan, crafted through secret diplomacy, gives Beijing long-term influence without immediate conflict. By betting on patience, China hopes integration will make future unification inevitable. It's a calculated long-term strategy. The Orchid Blossom Initiative has forced a global rethink, shaking the very foundations of international diplomacy. This unexpected development has caught many off guard, prompting a re-evaluation of long-standing policies and alliances. The world is now watching closely, as the ripple effects of this initiative are felt across continents. The US welcomes reduced tensions, but is wary. This deal happened without its direct involvement. American officials are now scrambling to understand the full implications of being sidelined in such a significant geopolitical shift. The administration is keenly aware that its influence in the region might be waning, and is considering new strategies to maintain its leadership role on the global stage. Washington is reassessing its security commitments and the future of its Taiwan policy. The Pentagon is conducting high-level meetings to evaluate military strategies, ensuring that US interests are safeguarded. There is a growing debate among policymakers about how to adapt to this new reality, with some advocating for a more assertive stance, while others call for diplomatic engagement. Japan is relieved but anxious. A peaceful Taiwan Strait is good, but a closer China-Taiwan relationship could shift the regional balance. Japanese leaders are weighing the benefits of stability against the risks of a strengthened China. The government is engaging in intense discussions to determine how best to navigate this complex situation, balancing national security with economic interests. Europe hails the deal as a diplomatic win, eager to avoid economic fallout from a Taiwan conflict. European nations are celebrating the potential for increased trade and cooperation, but remain vigilant about the long-term implications. Diplomats in Brussels are working tirelessly to ensure that Europe remains a key player in the evolving geopolitical landscape, fostering partnerships that promote peace and prosperity. South Korea sees hope for its own peninsula, while Southeast Asian nations watch warily, fearing emboldened Chinese claims elsewhere. The region is on high alert, with leaders convening to discuss strategies for maintaining stability. There is a shared understanding that unity and collaboration are essential to counterbalance any aggressive moves by China, ensuring that peace prevails. India remains cautious, analyzing how this shift affects its rivalry with China. Indian officials are deeply engaged in strategic discussions, considering the potential impacts on their border disputes and regional influence. The government is committed to strengthening its alliances and exploring new partnerships to counterbalance China's growing power. Across Asia, governments are recalibrating their foreign policies, seeking to adapt to the new dynamics. Leaders are focused on building resilience and ensuring that their nations are well-positioned to thrive in this changing environment. The emphasis is on cooperation and dialogue, as countries strive to maintain peace and stability. The world's alliances and strategies are in flux, with nations re-evaluating their positions and forging new partnerships. This period of transition is marked by uncertainty, but also by opportunity. As the global chessboard is rearranged, countries are exploring innovative ways to collaborate and address shared challenges. Everyone is watching for the next move, as the world holds its breath. The anticipation is palpable, with people everywhere eager to see how this new chapter in international relations will unfold. The stakes are high, and the decisions made in the coming months will shape the future of global diplomacy for years to come. What future does the Orchid Blossom Initiative hold? This initiative, a beacon of hope, stands at a critical juncture, offering three distinct paths for the future of China and Taiwan. Scenario 1. Genuine peace. In this scenario, economic and cultural ties not only flourish but transform the region into a hub of prosperity and innovation. Trust grows exponentially, and by 2075, a new political arrangement emerges, one that respects the identities and aspirations of both sides. Scenario 2. Cold stagnation. Here, projects stall, and mistrust lingers like a shadow over every interaction. The sovereignty issue simmers beneath the surface, creating an environment where progress is halted and opportunities are lost. The fog of uncertainty looms large, obscuring the path forward. Scenario 3. Fragile coexistence. In this delicate balance, some integration succeeds, but tensions and competition persist. The relationship is marked by cautious optimism, yet underlying tensions threaten to unravel the progress made. The agreement may prevent war, but not guarantee true reconciliation. The specter of conflict remains, a constant reminder of the fragility of peace. The outcome depends on political will in Beijing and Taipei, the resilience of their societies, and international support. The strength of their people and the wisdom of their leaders will be tested. U.S. involvement will be crucial in maintaining balance. As a global power, its role in mediating and supporting peaceful resolutions cannot be understated. The next 50 years will test diplomacy and trust. It will be a period of challenges and opportunities, where every decision could tip the scales towards peace or conflict. The world can only hope for the path of peace. The stakes are enormous, affecting not just the region, but the global community. The ripple effects of these decisions will be felt worldwide. The future is uncertain, but the opportunity is real. The dawn of a new era is possible if the right choices are made. The world is watching, hoping for a new chapter. Every eye is on this region, waiting to see which path will be chosen. Only time will tell which path prevails. The clock is ticking, and the decisions made today will shape the future for generations to come. This peace deal is a global event, redrawing trade and security maps, the immediate impact relief for global supply chains, especially semiconductors. Investment will surge as stability returns to the region. Joint ventures could spark new tech hubs in Asia. The U.S. must now rethink its Indo-Pacific strategy, shifting focus from Taiwan to other hotspots. Arms sales and military deployments will change. With the Taiwan issue managed, U.S.-China rivalry may shift to tech, influence, and ideology. Middle powers may pursue more independent policies. The Orchid Blossom Initiative is a case study in creative diplomacy. Its success or failure will shape the world's approach to conflict resolution. The path to peace is fraught with challenges. The Orchid Blossom Initiative is a framework, not a guarantee. Decades of mistrust won't vanish overnight. In Taiwan, political debate and public skepticism could derail progress. In China, nationalist backlash may threaten the deal. Economic integration could spark disputes over market access and competition. Military de-escalation requires transparency and trust, hard to build after decades of hostility. The U.S. must support peace without undermining its alliances or appearing to abandon Taiwan. Any misstep could unravel the agreement. Success demands patience, vigilance, and constant dialogue. The world must stay engaged to keep hope alive. November 17, 2025, a new chapter begins. The Orchid Blossom Initiative offers hope where there was once only fear. The Taiwan Strait, long a symbol of conflict, now stands for possibility. The challenges ahead are real, but so is the opportunity for peace. For the first time in decades, Taiwan's people can imagine a future free from the shadow of war. Mainland China can look forward to stability and prosperity. The world breathes easier, knowing a major flashpoint has been diffused. This agreement is a chance to build bridges, not walls. The world will watch closely, hoping this bold step leads to lasting peace. Today, hope shines over the strait, a welcome sight for a weary world.